Hello everyone and welcome back to Human Resource Machine. Last time on Human Resource Machine, there was some weird stuff happening, okay? There was a robot outside of our window, or a bunch of robots, or something along those lines. What's happening, man? I don't know what's happening. We're on the 29th floor here right now. We haven't done the bonus ones, but I went back. I had a few friends over and they're computer science students, so they know quite a bit about coding. So I got them to help me out with these levels. They're really complicated, okay? We're not even gonna bother trying to do those ones. We're just gonna continue on because this game is fairly long and we're almost done. So let's see if we can get to the Where's Carol? That sounds pretty sketchy, man. I don't know why Carol's missing, but if we manage to get through these four, we might find out. So now we're gonna do the storage floor. It's year 29, and we're going great. Look at that. It's so weird how like this takes place over such a long period of time. Big changes are coming. But I see you already know that. Yes, you can now access slots on the floor indirectly. What? What does that mean? You will see. It's going to change everything. Okay. Imagine each thing in the inbox is an address, and each address refers to a tile 0 to 9 on the floor. Your task: for each address in the inbox, pick up the letter at the address and outbox it. Congratulations, you can now access tiles on the floor indirectly. Observe this example to see how it works compared to what you've been doing so far. So copy from 12. Copy from 12 usually works like this, but you can do it indirectly. What? Say, what? I don't know what's happened here. I don't really understand the process, but okay. Oh, I get it, guys. I sat here for a couple minutes like, what in the hell are they talking about? But I get it. When you copy from and you put a thingy here, that actually allows you to go to the number that's on the one you just picked up. So in this case, if you copy from 8, you're gonna go to the 8, pick it up, and whatever it says on it, you're gonna go to that number in the slot. So you can't pick up a letter, that won't work, but you can pick up 12 like we did, and then when you copy from 12, it'll actually, well, you can do that as an independent thing here. Copy from, make an indirect, and go with 12. So now when he copies from 12, he's gonna get an 8, and that's gonna bring him to a Y. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So now all we gotta do in order to beat this one is to just, we need to output 02333. So N-A-E-E-E should be our output. That seems super simple. Okay, so inbox, and then we will copy it to the floor here, and then we'll do an indirect copy from 10, and that'll bring us to an N, like that, and then all we gotta do is just outbox it, right? So yeah, indirect copy from 10, and then outbox. We should have a program that works now. Copy to the floor, indirect copy from N, outbox it, and then we gotta jump back again. Sweet! So this time we're gonna get K, K, A, O, and L. So there's K number 2, and then A, O, L. A, O, L. Wow, okay. I expected that to be super freaking complicated, but I guess what they want to do is they want to kind of introduce it a little bit at a time. So the size challenge is good, and so is the speed challenge, I would imagine, because it's a very simple level. Cool, I wasn't expecting any simple levels, but maybe the next one is gonna be a lot harder. This one is called String Storage Floor, so great, we're gonna have to do strings again. Ah, God, I don't like that at all. What the hell are you doing here? Get the tar a whack. Okay, so they're not supposed to be things here. Special covert assignment. Management is requesting strings from the floor. Let's just process the strings and not read or discuss what they say. It would be impolite to read messages intended for someone else. And forbidden! Exclamation mark. Okay, thank you. Each thing in the inbox is an address of a tile on the floor. For each address provided in the inbox, outbox a requested item from the floor and all following items on the floor until you reach 0 and repeat. What? Okay, I understand. So the way it works then is we need to start at a tile and then go to the next tile when we're done with it. I don't know how to actually do that, but I think I understand it, so that's cool. So we have a 4 with the outbox TH. We have a 15, we have to outbox just an E. Okay, so what that means, guys, is that we need to take the inbox, copy it to 24, first of all, so copy to 24, and then we need to copy indirectly from 24 to start on our number, and once that's outbox, we actually need to bump it down one, bump that one down, and then copy from 24 to the next one, but we need to make sure that at no point is that number going to be 0. And if it's 0, we jump to the beginning and start over again. Okay, the only problem here, guys, is I think that bump needs to be a plus. We need to bump it up one because we're going down the list here. So, I think this is all you gotta do for this one. You do an inbox, you copy it to 24, you copy it from 24 to get your number or your letter. You put the letter in, and then you just bump it up one and keep going until it's 0. So, when you actually copy from 24 and get a 0, that means you gotta start over again. And you can do the same thing if you start it. So that's why there's 2 jump if zeros in here. One has to be done for the beginning when you copy and copy from, and then when you bump, you need to start a new string. I think I could probably simplify this. I'm not really sure. Let's just see how it works. If he does 4 now, he should get TH. If he gets TH, we're doing all right. So lay it down, grab that one and put it in, grab that one and put it in. No, that's a 5. What are you doing, idiot? Okay, what did I do here? Okay, so when he bumped it, he got that number and he picked it up, and then, oh, he didn't copy from properly. He was supposed to indirectly copy that one. Okay. Well, indirectly copy it instead. Copy it from 24 indirectly and it should work. So this time we should get the same thing again. T goes in, then we bump it, and then we do H goes in, then when we bump it again, we're gonna get a 0. And because we got a 0, that means we gotta restart again. And there we go. So what are we gonna get when we do the outbox? Because I think the way it works this time is it's always the same numbers. If that's the case, we should get a thing here. Theta. It says theta right now. Oh, it could be the tar. Okay, what we should do is we should write this down, guys, so that we got it. Hold on. All right. Well, I wrote it down on my phone, and it says, the target X is awake X, take this XXX. All right, I don't know what that means. It has something to do with robots, perhaps. Whoa, look at that. Completing 203 or fewer steps, and I got 190. All right, I'm proud of that. I don't know why it's like that. Usually they don't let you go any further below, but it did. All right, and the size challenge, whatever. Okay, I told you I could have done that without as many steps, and I wasn't really sure. Let's do string reverse now. We're just gonna not talk about whatever the hell that little note was supposed to be. We might find out later. Year 31. We're gonna die before we finish this game. Oh yeah, you're gonna talk in reverse. Hello. How are you today? Haha. Haha. Okay, seriously. For each 0 terminated string in the inbox, reverse it and put the result in the outbox. Repeat. So how long are these strings? That's the question. Why don't we make a little command here where we just jump through the inbox so we can see what's in it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if it's the same every time. It's not. Okay, great. So we need to find out how to reverse that. So we're gonna take each letter and we're gonna copy to the floor according to what 14 says. And each time we're gonna bump up 14 so we get the letters going across, and then we just need to do it backwards. So once it gets to 0, right here, once the inbox says 0, we're then gonna jump down here and do an extra command. So I think we're gonna bring that up like that so we keep on inboxing and copying a bunch of times. Yes, and then if it's 0, we need to take it and go in reverse. So in that case, we just need to copy from indirectly, whatever it says down here, and then outbox it, and then bump it down one from here, and then repeat. And then if it happens to be 0 after the last bump, we'll go back to the beginning. Let's see what happens here, guys. So we're gonna put G, and then we're gonna bump it up one. Then we are going to throw that one away after we do that. We're gonna go to O, we're gonna put it here. You see how nice that is? You see how nice this little reference point is? The indirect copy? Yeah, it's really freaking convenient. So now we're on 3, and we're gonna put the T on number 3, and then we need to see if the backwards command works. Okay, so now we got 4. Throw that away, and now we have 0. So 0 means no, what are you doing? Do not do that. So the problem here is we're copying from something that does not exist. So when it's 0 in that case, we need to bump it down and then copy. I think if we just put a bump minus on this here, it should work. Let's do that. There's an easier way to do that, a more efficient way, but I don't really give a shit, okay? We're gonna put false in, and then we're gonna reverse it. And it's going to work this time. Just watch. Let's put it in normal speed now. So he goes back, he grabs a 0. You know what a 0 means? It means bump it back down and go back the other way. So now a 4, it's gonna go E to the outbox, and then we're gonna bump it down and get a 3. Bring that to the, what the hell are you doing? Why did you skip a thing? No. Okay, so take that bump away. There. So without the bump now, we get a 0, we bump down that one, and then we take a G to the outbox, put it in there. Empty value, you can't jump if 0 with empty hands. So now there is no jump if 0. There's only a jump if 0 if you are copying from here. I think we're actually gonna need to do a jump if it's negative here, guys. If it's negative after the bump, we need to jump down here And we need to bump it up 1 and then go back to the beginning. So we need to bump this one up 1, then we can go back to the beginning. This is weird. This is super weird, but I think I got it. So the beginning part is good, guys, but I'm having a real hard time getting the last part to work. This time, he's gonna take the 0. That's gonna bump down like it did before. The E is definitely gonna go to the outbox. But then, when we actually finish the string, I'm not really sure how it's gonna act. So that's what we're waiting on now. If it finishes and it's fine, then we're good. But there's a jump if negative in here. So the 0 is gonna work, but then if it's negative, we need to bump it back up to 0 again. So when he goes, it's like, oh, that's a negative number, better bump it up to 0 and then start over again. So there you go, I think we got it. All right, and there you have it. That's the last one, it's an E, and we're gonna put it in there. We go back down, that's a negative, better go back to the beginning. Oh wait, we're done. Boom. There's no way I got this in any kind of challenge complete. 11 or fewer, I had 12. Speed challenge, I had 123. So that one extra step in there caused me to have one more in the end. Okay, whatever. It is now time to move on to inventory report. I don't know how you guys are feeling about this game. I don't know if you're just watching it for the story and totally, you know, filtering out everything that's going on here. That's totally cool. You know, I know this is a very niche game, but you guys are enjoying it, okay? So thank you for keeping up with the likes and the views and all that stuff, because if nobody was watching this series, I wouldn't keep doing it. But since there is quite a bit of interest there, I'm gonna keep the series going until we finish it. I said that last time as well, I believe. Anyway, this one is called the inventory check. Accounting verification, surprise audit. These are a few of my favorite things. So let's get started. For each thing in the inbox, send to the outbox the total number of matching items on the floor. Okay, so in that case, I don't know what to do. This is the first time I've been completely stumped, guys. I have no idea how we're supposed to turn letters into numbers here. I think it has something to do with counting the number on each thing and making it a value first on the floor, and then corresponding to CAXB to those values after. But how the hell are you gonna do that? It also has something to do with checking the number in the spot 14 with the 0 in it, and then bumping it and keep going until you get to 14. But I don't know how that's gonna help either. So that's shit. Alright, we got something here, guys. If you subtract letters from each other, you get a number, which shows, like, if you subtract B from C, you're gonna get 1. If you subtract C from B, you're gonna get -1. So what we need to do here now then is we need to make it so that okay, now I'm stumped again. So I suppose I should tell you guys what's going on here now. It's really complicated. This one is the hardest one I've done so far. You gotta copy a bunch of zeros to the floor, okay? Then you need to take your A, and you need to use that A to compare with other numbers to see if it's the same. And if it is an A, we wanna bump up the value in 16. So as you'll see, the next one is gonna be A. So he takes from 1, and he takes the A because it's 1, it means that he has to go to 1. And check it, so it's 0, so since it's 0, he's gonna go down here, he's gonna bump that number because that number needs to keep going, and he's gonna bump this number up because it needs to be 1, because there's 1A so far. And then he repeats the process until, you know, until he completes the entire thing. The only problem I got here, like, I can get the number, but once he gets to number 14, there's an error because you can't compare a letter and a number, it just doesn't work. So when he goes over here after he does this, he goes over to this one. You can't sub with mixed operands. Subbing between one letter and one number is invalid. Only nice respectable pairs of 2 letters or 2 numbers is allowed. So, what do? I don't know. I am just so sick of doing this level, guys. I've been working on it for more than half an hour, and I've finally come to the answer. So listen carefully if you want to know. And if you don't want to know, you're just watching this for the story, well, I guess you could just tune me out. Basically, we need to get the number 14 in slot 17, okay? So that's the first thing he's gonna do. He calculates all these things here, all the slots, until he gets to 14. That's pretty straightforward, okay? I just programmed that because he needs to do a check after every step to make sure he doesn't go over 13. If he goes over 13 and gets to 14, that means if he goes to 14 with a letter and tries to subtract it, we're gonna get an error. So at that point, we need to restart everything again. So right now, he's trying to find out how many C's there are. He's on 9 out of 13, and there should be a total of 2 C's once he's done. So as you can see, that's the second one. And now when he goes to the end, he's gonna get to the last one, which is a B, and then he's gonna bump it up to 14. And because it's 14, he can compare the two 14s. He sees there's 0, and he puts it in the outbox, and it works. Holy crap. So now he's going to replace everything and start over again. He's going to find out B. So B's are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at the end of his calculations, he's going to get 5 as the answer. You're watching the magic happen right now, guys. There's 3. And there's 4. And here's 5. So you can see he's got 5. What are you doing? No. No, 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 no. Something bad happened, guys. I don't like it. He got a B. Why do you have a B? What happened? Go back. I got it, guys. It's gonna work now. The thing that I had an issue with is the check was only done in one of the possible events. So in the event that the letter that you need is the 13th letter, it doesn't do the check and the whole system gets all screwed up, but I got a check put in for both parts now. So now, since the check is done on both parts, there should not be an issue. What are we doing right now? C? C should be fine, because C is not B, but when B is B, that's when we have a problem. But not anymore, because we got it fixed, okay? There's a 2, and watch what happens when B gets to the end now. So now when we pick up B, he's going to go over here, he's going to find out it's 0, he's going to bump that one, then he's going to bump that one, and then he's going to do the check. That's the check that we needed last time that we didn't get. Now the check is done. We got a 5, and we're going to keep going. And the rest is history, okay? Come on, buddy. There's the X. Subtract B. Not the number you're looking for. And there it goes. He's going to check. It's 0. We're going to take the 3. We're going to put it in the outbox, and we're going to be done. What are you doing? Okay, yeah, just replace some stuff. That's cool. I don't mind. Yes! There we go. It's complete. Year 32 is complete. The size... Really? 16 is all I had to do for that? I don't know how to do that. I don't have a freaking clue. That's the only way I could figure out how to do it, guys, and it was either do that or do nothing. So I apologize for that massive clusterfuck. I know a lot of you guys aren't even watching this for the actual, like, gameplay, because it is pretty complicated and not usually what a game is about. But yeah, I apologize to you people, to the people who were cringing because they know what's going on. They know I screwed it up. I apologize to you too. Let's just continue, okay? Just put that behind us. Where the fuck is Carol? That's what we want to know.
Hey, where's Carol? Oh my god. This coffee is amazing. Back to work, ladies.
Ladies? There's only one lady, because Carol just jumped out of a window.
Breaking. Previous reports of machine army evaluate to false. Everything equals 100% fine. Whether within pleasant tolerance parameters or human skin layer, you're all going to be fine.
We are not gonna be fine, guys. The robots have almost completely taken over. The robots own the media now. Once they own the media, there's no stopping them, man. Holy crap. And now next time, guys, we have 5 of these to do. I'm gonna have to put aside like 2 hours to do the final ones because I just really feel like they're gonna be super freaking complicated and I'm gonna need the time. Because this one took 1 hour and 5 minutes to get all these done. Okay, so this is probably gonna be a bit of a doozy to do the last ones, but that's cool. So Carol jumps out of a window and dies. I don't know why. And then a lady comes on the radio, or not the radio, the television on the news, and says that everything is completely fine. I don't know what Carol has to do with that. That wasn't Carol on the news, was it? No, because Carol works at the office. I don't know, man. Who cares? Carol's dead, and the robots are taking over. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video here, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.